Evan. How are you doing today?
Great, Lauren. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Always.
Morning, Evan.
Morning,
Great
Peter.
to see you here with your booth, Unique Minerals from
Yep.
Cave Creek here at TGMS.
Yep. Thank you. We're happy to be here at the show.
Always happy to have you, and especially when you bring such fantastic material and new and interesting things.
We love TGMS, and we're super happy to be here.
And so I understand you're branching out into fossils.
Yes, that's correct. And I happen to bring probably the finest fossil in existence.
That's my cue.
My very own dad, Bob Jones, who we all know and love so well.
Hello, Bob. Great to see you.
How did you
From one fossil to another.
How did you guys get the job?
How did we get the job?
I got it because I was stupid.
They're into it just for the money, Bob.
Yeah.
Fame and glory.
And now you're getting silly.
We just couldn't believe you gave up the job. It's the cushiest job in the mineral world.
I know. I got sick and tired of saying my name.
Well, I mean,
No love is lost.
Oh, really? Do you really enjoy doing this?
We get to see stuff that not everybody gets.
yeah, it's getting to see things, in a depth that you otherwise wouldn't be able to.
Right.
That you know, maybe in the the display cases you can see part of the pocket, but then out from underneath the from the back room or into the comes the heart of this, and it allows you to sort of reset and see what the geology is capable of producing, what the mineral world is capable of producing, and getting to see everyone as well. It's just so fun.
Have you stumbled on my favorite line and seen the dealer? What have you got in the bathroom?
We actually just did an interview where the dealer made exactly that point. He said, we may be on the floor of the Tucson show, but we have bathrooms.
But
They weren't kept in the action.
No.
no. It's more of it's interesting because now it's essentially a colloquial.
It is.
Because
Yep.
back in the day, I mean, I remember when I was a little kid, I'd be like, "Oh, I have to go to the bathroom." I'm like 6 years old. I'd be like, "Oh, hold on one second. We have to move inside these huge, amazing mineral specimens." So this, there's always this like scary, like going to the bathroom thing, and this exciting going to the bathroom thing where you get to see the amazing specimens back there. And now everyone's got these nice spots. They don't have to do that.
We have booths with no bathrooms.
Yeah.
So we have to make other.
There is a real reason why I quit doing this. It was in Denver when Brian Sorbo paid a girl to shove cake in her mouth so he could film it. And when that happened,
That's just a myth.
what do you mean with me? It tasted damn good.
Yep.
But she was a good-looking girl, too.
You got your cake and you ate it too.
On that note, let's look at some rocks.
Okay. Yeah, we can't eat the rocks, but they are just as beautiful as any cake on the planet.
I'm really pleased you guys do this. You've got more knowledge than I ever had, and you're certainly better looking, and you do a job that I only wish I could have done.
Well, we can only do this job because you sort of made it possible.
You can start, okay. And we all have to believe Dave, right?
Yes. No, absolutely.
Okay.
So what do we got?
Well,
I love you, Bob.
Okay.
okay. One specimen that I thought I would point out right away is this little tourmaline over here. Now you can see it. There's a range of colors here, but this isn't just any tourmaline from any location. This is from the United States, and no, it's not from California. This is from Maine.
It's from Maine.
So this is an old Newry specimen, and I'm just going to pick it up here, and let's hold it.
Probably doubly terminal.
Hold it under the light. You can see the rainbow of colors that we're getting on this specimen. This is an old piece. It's well terminated, and this was mined in 1972 at Newry in Maine.
Mm,
We were very happy to get this old U.S. classic.
beautiful color. Absolutely great material.
Yep. And another one I thought I would point out, and this is right up your department, Peter, is this lovely Guerrero amethyst. Thank you. You can see the beautiful purple saturation. This is an exceptional piece that was mined in 1991, I believe.
Wow. So 91, is that which pocket, which time period is that for this
That's
material?
just before. Yeah, that's going to be just before the Megaw pocket, the one with
The
but
big
from
one.
the same
Yeah.
line. Also,
Oh.
nice.
The color.
Well, this may be from the pocket that produced the giant ones.
91 is
I mean, this could be 92, but it's in that
that
time
would,
period.
that would have been because I was there when that pocket was found. I got wind of it,
Okay.
and so when I got back to Tucson the next day, actually I called Mike New from Chilpancingo, the capital of the state of Guerrero.
Yeah.
Because I'd heard about the find, and then he and Wayne went down and got the batch. It certainly looks like it could be from that pocket, but that would have to be 93, I think, for that.
Okay.
For
I
the
could have
Megaw,
the date.
for the Megaw pocket. It certainly looks like them. It looks like I have a piece from the pocket, and it
Yeah.
looks very much like the piece I did. Which was my reward for telling them about it.
Wow.
So this one just came in, and we're pleased to have it.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
The color is just so
So Guerrero.
so Guerrero, and you know, for people who aren't as familiar, it's because it is somehow simultaneously a color that is warm, and yet there's a cool blue violet
Yeah.
that's in there, and
yeah,
it's
there's reddish over to
It's very reminiscent of Tanzania.
there you go. It's like a trichroic tanzanite. All of a sudden, it's what makes these things so special.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and the other thing about Guerrero amethyst is, a lot of them, the purple is just in the upper half, but some of them are purple all the way to the base, and this one is getting pretty close to that.
And the
It's got
phantom.
very nice phantoms. And that shape that the Guerreros have, that's sort of where they taper out and then they taper down.
Yeah.
The classic sort of barrel, or they have a waist.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful piece.
Well, thank you.
So it's the same color as the tanzanite you've got up in the corner.
Yeah, but this tanzanite is actually an amethyst. This one's from the Gabobaseb Mountains, and let's backlight it a little bit. You can see the color saturation here. That may not be a strong enough light. But yeah, that is just a super piece. So we've got two lovely amethysts from two different locations,
Both masquerading as tanzanites.
both masquerading as tanzanites. Yeah. Maybe we've coined a new phrase. We could market these as tanzanite quartz.
Oh no, no.
Jeez, I hate you for that.
I knew you guys would just love that.
Yeah.
What else can we look at? Want to go to another case?
Absolutely.
Let's see what we've got in this case. Cabinets. The case are cabinets, I guess.
It's like a lot of very nice Milpillas.
Yes.
Druzy quartz on Shattuckite.
Yeah. Talk about sparkle. So we've got
Tracy.
Yeah, we've got we've got quartz growing over Shattuckite balls, and there's a little malachite in there, and then on a chrysocolla matrix. So we've got really nice variegated colors here, somewhat reminiscent of the African material, but This is better because it's from Mexico, right, Peter?
And from Milpillas.
And from Milpillas.
Just how can you not like that blue? It's just that cerulean blue on the turquoise with the sparkle combination. It's a reason why this material is so captivating. And I realize that this might be sacrilegious in our family, but I keep getting drawn over to the things on the left there, which are those absolutely adorable anhydrites.
Yes,
those are so cool.
Really lovely. The Empire State Zinc Mine in Balmain, New York, has been producing just wonderful world-class mineral specimens the past few years. Pink calcites,
Yellow siderites, and now
sphalerites.
Sphalerites are gorgeous.
Pyrites, and now these absolutely world-class anhydrites.
The larger one on the left on the stand has very interesting color zoning. It's purple and clear, but kind of reminiscent of the halites from New Mexico with the blue and the white in the same crystal.
Yeah, and there's really almost a cat's eye effect, or an adularescence to these, with these light reflections coming back at you.
And it sort of looks like the purple effect is almost like if you put dye in the top and you're sort of doing like a marbling.
Yeah.
There's a purple marbling effect to it as well.
And you can see zoning and different things, but it's curious in my mind. I wonder what is causing the purple color, because it's the same color that you see in the calcites from Balmain.
But anhydrite, typically when anhydrite is gemmy, it is that lilac purple color.
Okay.
I've actually seen drill core drilled through a heated or an anhydrite marble, if you will, and the whole core was that pretty color and not a hint of manganese, which is what makes the calcites go.
Oh, okay. Same color, different cause. Something else that's been coming out lately from Bolivia are these stunning
siderites with the fluorapatites.
Pink fluorapatites with siderite and quartz. These have to be some of my favorite combination specimens that I've seen from anywhere the past couple of years.
Absolutely.
Was very happy to get a couple of these.
And the fluorite habit, or the fluorapatite habit, is such that when you first glance at them, you think morganite, and then they're fluorapatites.
Yeah, they're very tabular.
Or you think twin fluorite, but
right.
Just the combination's fantastic.
So very clean, very lovely specimens.
And sitting in front of that is a cross.
Yeah, this is really neat. Back to the Milpillas Mine, I think it was in 2012, this pocket of brochantite was recovered. Definitely the finest brochantites on the planet from this pocket at the Milpillas Mine. And this one forms a nice cross. Doubly terminated needle with another crystal perpendicular to that. I think we called this the what did we call this? The gem pocket brochantite.
Something like that.
We only wrote the article. I can't remember all the details.
Yeah. So that was 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah. We're on to other articles. But if you backlight this, you'll see that they're very gemmy. So this was a wonderful piece from that great pocket. And speaking of Milpillas, here's another great thing, that a more recent find from Milpillas, these lovely dark green zinc olivinites. And this
Does that one show the 2 separate stages of growth of the zinc olivinite?
Let's see. Why don't you tell me?
Well, because some of them show a textural difference between early and later stages. I'm not seeing it. This just appears to be the nice, dark, lustrous stage. Yeah, so we didn't get a chance to write about these because they hadn't come out yet.
That's right. There are several things we need to write about in part 2, which I'm sure we'll get to at the appropriate time.
Yeah.
So Milpillas keeps producing wonderful things, and it continues to amaze.
Those are chalcopyrites on the fluorite back there in the corner.
Yes.
It's a really nice contrast.
Yeah, this is a really neat piece because you've got this dusting of chalcopyrites, a couple of calcites, and these etch features on the cube faces.
Some of them look like they were
fluorite.
primary growth, and then it looks like it was etched, and then they regrew a little bit.
Yeah.
So.
And one of the interesting things about this piece, if I turn it around, you can see there's a little.
Oh my gosh, there's a window.
There's an I-beam, so to speak, of fluorite that doesn't quite touch the other side.
But you can see all the way through.
And you can see through underneath it. So.
Oh, that's nifty.
You can almost picture those steel workers sitting on the beam of the Empire State Building during its construction in that famous photograph.
Having their lunch.
Having their lunch, yes. In a place where I wouldn't, I'll go deep into a mine, but I won't sit on a steel girder 50 stories up. No thanks.
Nope.
So yeah, that's a really neat fluorite from Illinois. Anytime you can get some variations on just the straight up purple cubes is kind of fun. Okay. What else can we look at? There's all kinds of wonderful things.
Oh, yeah. What I see, I mean,
Your horsehead stalactite there at the middle.
This is pretty fun. Staying in Mexico, this is a fairly recent find at Santa Eulalia. People are calling this one the seahorse, but it could be a horse head.
oh, I mean, seahorse, horse head.
Horse head.
Yeah. Seahorse head.
Yep.
I love it. And it seems a little sassy, too. Like, it's got a little bit of a tilt to its head. Like, it's considering
Yeah.
whether the...
Yep. So,
Oh, that's a
Peter
good
can
piece.
tell us exactly where this came from.
I've seen several of them labeled Cueva de la Águila, which is actually right next to the Piñata ore body where the Creedite came from.
Oh, that's pretty fascinating.
Sometimes in the Cueva de la Águila, you can find little Tayumunite or Solidowskite
Wow.
with them, giving very nice fluorescence.
Here, why don't we point out this? I'm a big fan of the mineral euclase, and I thought this was a really exceptional cluster of blue euclase crystals from the
Wow.
Lost Hope mine in Zimbabwe. You see smaller examples, thumbnails and whatnot from there, but to get a small cabinet specimen is a little difficult.
And what great color, too.
Yeah, the saturation in the center of these crystals is really dark with these whiter overgrowths.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Beautiful.
a fun little piece.
I don't normally see them that big of a group.
People love euclase. It's
For good reason.
just one of those species that every collector loves, even if you don't collect it. We've got a goofy face agate here. Smile for the camera.
It's always doing.
It's got a third eye too. It's
Yeah,
a Buddhist.
Oh, I thought that was a hair curling down.
yeah.
Like
This mouth is full of sugar.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely looks like it's on a sugar high.
Must have been eating some sweets.
And you got a full veracite nodule there.
Yeah, this is
With-
really
with
interesting.
all of the crandallites and other species.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like this. Everyone's seen the nodules that have been sliced up.
Yep.
But this is a specimen that, in my opinion, somebody hit it with a hammer and popped the top off, and this is the result.
Any idea when it came out? Is that an Ed-Over piece by any chance?
No idea. It came to us in a collection with no data.
Wow.
But this specimen, to me, is mineralogically really interesting because it illustrates that, all of these nodules started out as solid ferrocite, but then these alteration rims started forming over time, and altering to these different phosphate minerals, cranolite, wardite, and so you really see that here. And of course, the alteration didn't get down to the core, so that's still veracite.
That's where you still retain that beautiful seafoam green.
Yeah, and this one looks somewhat like a dessert of some sort.
Oh, like it's like an ice cream sandwich.
It's like a macaron.
Yeah. It's lime sherbet maybe in the center, like an ice cream sandwich or something.
I feel like you didn't have breakfast. Keep talking about food.
Yeah, my breakfast was very minimal this morning.
Well, it's nice when you've got minerals that are so pretty that they're delicious.
That Arsenian pyromorphite shelf below.
Yeah, this is
Bunker Hill piece.
Oh, the luster on that is
Luster.
wild.
Yeah, this is about as good as you can get.
It really is.
Yeah, this was in the collection of Mike Groban, longtime collector, who attended every Tucson show since probably about 1961, and we miss him dearly. This was in his collection.
Fun things, Evan.
Thanks.
What's your favorite Arizona piece in here?
I do say that I don't have enough Arizona. Okay, well, let's go back to this other case. It's kind of a no-brainer.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
Well, we've got a few things from Arizona. Why don't we point out a couple of them? Here's a really lovely Spinel twin copper from the Ray mine. It's kind of a 360-degree specimen. Looks good from this side, looks good from this side. Really nice aesthetics, and this is from the famous 1972 pocket, which produced so many wonderful examples of these copper twins, including the specimen in the Arizona Sonora Desert Museum that's been on many posters. So that's a very fun piece.
Not a bad red cloud over there.
Yeah, the red cloud is pretty nice. Here, let's pick it up. I'm going to leave it in the base.
Yeah.
This
Look at
is
the color.
that is the best color you could possibly get for a red cloud, in my opinion. It just doesn't get any better than that. And the other thing about this specimen, which you don't see too often from the red clouds, it's sitting on this sparkly druzy quartz. Not unheard of, but unusual for there.
And a great combo. I mean, just the contrast.
Yeah. And this was
Those little sprinklings, those tiny late
Yeah.
stage files, or late stage wolfines on there too.
Yeah, and this was fairly recent. This was mined in about 2014 or 15.
Wow.
I got a miniature from you from the same pocket. So
You absolutely did, from the same pocket. Deep in the mine, that's from deep underground, 400 or 500 feet. We believe.
Thank you so much for sharing this.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. It's always fun to take this dive in and see what you pulled together, whether it's from Mexico or Arizona or
Wherever. Anywhere in the world, we handle minerals from everywhere. Certainly with an emphasis on southwest of the west of Mexico.
and uniqueness.
Yep. We try to be very unique. The minerals and the people. Yes.
You succeeded both.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks for being at TGMS this
Pleasure
year.
to see you, and
Okay.
thanks for having your dad here.
Yeah, it was really a nice surprise.